What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Evan and I make videos about hot stocks, dividends, and options. So if that interests you guys, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss when I upload. Now in today's video, we're going to go over some of the key things to watch out for with NIO Day being tomorrow on January 9th, and how some of these things could affect NIO share price in the coming weeks and the coming months. And I might also touch on whether you're too late to buy into NIO with all this hype around NIO Day, or if you're going to have more buying opportunities in the coming weeks. But before we actually jump into the video, if you guys wouldn't mind going down and hitting the like button, I would really appreciate it, and it lets me know that you guys enjoy these video updates every day. So again, if you guys wouldn't mind going down and hitting the like button, I would really appreciate it. But to give you guys some context of where NIO is trading, they've actually hit a new all-time high today in intraday trading, and they got up above $59 for the first time ever. Now we know previously their all-time high was around $57, and that's around where they're trading right now, between 57 and 58. And they're also up over 6% on the day, and they've had some pretty consistent growth this past week alone. Now of course, most of this growth is due to NIO Day being on Saturday, and a lot of these people are buying into NIO with hopes that they're going to shoot up next Monday. And I wouldn't blame them, because NIO Day is a very big event, and typically we've seen a lot of ride up from their share price leading up to their NIO Day event in the past. But again, they're up 6% on the day, but where you can really see how much they've shot up is on the weekly chart, and they're actually up over 12% at around 12.4%. And again, they're trading at that $57.50 area, and you can see that they've been pretty steady, and it's been a slow upwards trend most of the week. And you could say they've been trading relatively flat, but again, it's still somewhat upwards. But then we saw NIO actually jump up yesterday, even though on Wednesday they closed pretty low when you compare it to how they were trading during intraday trading, because on Wednesday towards the end of the day they actually had a big dip and they pulled down quite a few dollars. But then yesterday they saw a nice increase and they jumped back up to where they were trading, and then again today they shot up a nice amount. And this is all leading up to NIO Day, which is tomorrow. So if you guys haven't bought in, I don't think it's too late, and we're going to go over that in a little while. Because a lot of these big catalysts that push up NIO's share price, oftentimes they are just these big bumps, and we see NIO's share price jump up a nice amount, but then typically they do pull back a couple dollars. And so I wouldn't be surprised to see NIO shoot up, and most likely Monday and probably throughout next week, but then after that they could pull back, and then that pullback could last until mid-February. And if you guys aren't familiar, mid-February is when they actually release fourth quarter earnings for 2020. And so again, that's going to be one of those big events that could really drive up NIO's share price. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with what NIO Day is, it's typically an event where they launch products and services that they've been working on and different things that they plan to launch in the near future. And oftentimes we also see that NIO releases new vehicles, and they unveil vehicles that they've been hinting at throughout the past year. And the vehicle that NIO's been hinting at recently is actually an improved version of their ET preview from 2019. And if you guys haven't seen that, I'll flash up a photo here so you can see what that vehicle looked like. But that was never a production model, and so NIO is basing this new vehicle likely off of that previous ET version. And this new vehicle is actually going to be their first sedan model that's mass produced. And NIO hopes to produce this vehicle by the end of 2021. So if they can start producing it, especially mass producing it by the end of the year, I really wouldn't be surprised to see NIO continue going up through the end of the year, especially towards that last quarter in the year. That's when we could see pretty big gains in terms of their share price. But again, this is going to be their first sedan model. And there's also rumors that they're going to be releasing a couple other vehicles at some point in 2021. Now, those rumors haven't been certified, and they are only rumors as of right now, but I wouldn't be surprised to see NIO release more vehicles at some point in 2021, because this new sedan is supposed to help them compete with Tesla's Model 3. And it's also supposed to be more of a luxury family sedan. And so I think it's going to appeal to a lot more people that maybe didn't want to buy an SUV. Because previously that's been all of NIO's lineup is just SUVs. And so they're finally releasing a sedan model, and it's going to be a good thing for NIO. And I think a lot of NIO investors are going to see some positive reactions due to this sedan release. And besides the sedan that they're unveiling on NIO Day, they're also going to be talking about their 150 kilowatt hour battery pack. And this does kind of come as a surprise, because we know just in November, NIO actually released their first 100 kilowatt hour battery, And this was a big improvement from their 70 and 84 kilowatt hour battery packs. And it's also allowing customers to upgrade to this 100 kilowatt hour battery. Now in the future at some point, once these 150 kilowatt hour batteries are available to the public, most likely a lot of people are going to be upgrading to this bigger battery because it has a much longer range than previous battery packs that NIO has produced. And the new sedan that they're going to be unveiling is most likely going to have this 150 kilowatt hour battery. And with the aerodynamics and the design of this new sedan, it's said that it's going to get about 560 miles of range, or about 900 kilometers. Now that's a crazy range. Even for a gas-powered vehicle, there's not many gas-powered vehicles that get anywhere near that. Most vehicles that get that kind of range are some kind of hybrid vehicle. And so most likely this would be the longest range electric vehicle on the market, unless Tesla comes up with something by the end of the year. And I'm sure Tesla is working on something like that. But as of right now, this is most likely going to be the longest range electric vehicle on the market. And one other big thing to look forward to during their event tomorrow is that NIO is going to be talking about their second generation battery swap technology. Now, as we know right now, they have somewhere around 150 stations, I believe. Now, I could be wrong on that, but I believe they have a relatively small amount of these battery swap stations, and they're trying to implement a new station every week somewhere around China. But with the second generation for their battery swap, not only is it going to help them produce more stations, but it's also going to allow customers to get in and out much quicker than they previously could. Because as of right now, the battery swap station claims that it can switch out a battery in about 3 minutes, but typically it takes more like 5 to 6 minutes. And with this second generation, it's going to bring that number closer to 3 minutes. So theoretically, more drivers should be able to swap their batteries. And so the battery swap stations are going to be available to a lot more customers. Because if you take it from 6 minutes down to 3 minutes, of course, then you can have twice as many customers using it because customers are getting in and out in half the time. And then on top of their battery swap technology, they're also going to be unveiling their autonomous driving platform, which is their NIO Pilot 2.0. And this is outfitted with their LiDAR technology. And it's also going to allow vehicles to hit level 4 autonomy. And that's basically where the vehicle can drive itself. Now, I don't know how the laws and regulations are over in China and whether that's legal over there. But in the US, as of right now, level 2 is the maximum. And that's basically where the car can somewhat drive itself. And if you guys have ever seen a Tesla vehicle, you know they have autopilot. And that's basically all that's legal in the US as of right now, where you still have to be alert and paying attention and you still have to keep your hand on the wheel. But level 4 is basically going to make the vehicle self-driving. And to achieve full self-driving, NIO is actually working with Intel and Intel's Mobileye, which is going to allow them to have robo-taxis at some point in the future. And so that will be like a fleet of full self-driving vehicles on the road, pretty much like an Uber or a taxi without the driver. So there's definitely a lot to look forward to with their NIO Day event tomorrow. And we know in the past, NIO has had surprises, and they don't always give hints about everything they're going to talk about at their event. So I wouldn't be surprised to see NIO mentioning some things that they haven't even hinted at, and some things that really could push up their share price next Monday, and especially into next week. But if you guys have been looking to buy into NIO and you think that they're just overpriced as of right now, well, I wouldn't really disagree with you, because when you look at the numbers, they are overpriced and they're trading somewhere around 48 times their sales. But it's really important to keep in mind where the EV space is going to be in the future. Now, whether that be Tesla, NIO, or any of these other electric vehicle companies, the entire electric vehicle space is going to grow exponentially in the next 5, 10, and 20 years. We know by the year 2035, China wants to get rid of gas-powered vehicles, and so the only thing on the road is going to be electric vehicles, most likely. Unless somehow we get planes or something used as self-transportation, it's looking like as of right now, electric vehicles are those vehicles of the future. And so the only reason I mention this is because if you guys have been looking to get into NIO, or as a matter of fact, even any electric vehicle stock, the growth is only just beginning, at least in my opinion, and where this sector is going to be, even in the next 5 years alone. Now, if you give it like 10 to 20 years, I think your growth is going to be exponential. But this isn't even just specific to NIO. I think the entire electric vehicle market is going to see these exponential gains. But one thing that is somewhat specific to NIO and Chinese electric vehicle stocks is that by the year 2025, they expect 25% of new car sales to be electric vehicles. And this number is only going to increase by the time that they want to get rid of gas-powered vehicles. So if you guys haven't bought into NIO or any electric vehicle stocks, Maybe right now might not be the exact best time because of their NIO day event, but maybe towards the end of next week and into the coming weeks, we might see NIO pull back after all of this hype kind of wears off due to their NIO day event. Now I am expecting NIO to see a nice bump in their price come Monday, and we've also seen them start riding up through this week leading up to their NIO day event. But if you guys really are super worried about their share price, I would just dollar cost average in and set aside a certain amount of money and invest that every week or every month. Then you're getting the average share price of NIO. And again, I'm not a financial advisor, so you should do your own research and invest at your own risk. But personally, that's what I would do if I was worried that I was getting in at too high of a share price. Now, for those of you who made it this far into the video, I want to hear you guys' thoughts down in the comments and what you guys think is going to happen with NIO's share price after their NIO day event. Now again, like I mentioned, I think they're going to see a nice bump on Monday as long as everything goes as planned and as long as they don't mention any negative news, which I don't think they would. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments and what you think is going to happen with their share price next Monday and into next week. Also, if you guys haven't signed up for Webull, make sure you guys sign up using the link in the description. And when you sign up and deposit $100, you'll get 4 free stocks. And this promotion has been extended to January 15th, so make sure you guys get your free stocks before it ends. And if you guys want to join my Discord, which I recently set up, you guys can join using the link in the description, or I'm also going to pin the top comment down in the comment section. And it's basically where you guys can discuss with like-minded people, whether that be about EV stocks, NIO specifically, or whatever you guys want to chat about. So again, feel free to join because it's totally free. And if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like because it really does help out the channel. And with that said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you back here in the next one. Bye.